Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're catching us from. We are Wednesday, July the 8th, 2020. Yes, I have to mark a pause just to convince myself that we are in July. Welcome to Wild Wednesday pre-market analysis on successful tradings.com, broadcasting live from Southern California, where it's currently 5:53 in the AM. Well. Another day, another set of opportunities after a very fun, I hope for some of, or most of you, not just some, for actually all of you, traders, parts of the Discord room, or even traders or traders alike, right? Because if the rest of the world doesn't know at this stage that we have put scalping Tuesdays as part of what the market makers are currently providing as opportunity, then maybe they need to join. They need to join. So what are we looking at on Wednesday? We are looking at a relatively flat equity markets and the indexes across the board. I mean, as usual, the leader, QQQ, the TEX is up 0.46%, while SPY actually, prior to me opening my mouth and start talking to you, the SPY was actually flirting with negative. So it's interesting. Today being Wednesday, I'm going to go straight at SPY. I'm going to show you something that I noticed, something that was talk with some of you in our one-on-one coaching. Yes, if you are new, you are catching this broadcast at a future time. We do coaching session on here to equip you with the necessary resources to help you trade what you like. We do not really want to tell you what to trade, but we want to teach you how to trade what you want to trade. Catch the nuance in that statement. All right. Very good. So here, really, if a flat market overall. So I'm gonna do. I have actually. I prepare for this. Believe it or not. I prepare for this. So I have three items that I want to take us through today. SPY is the main thing that is of interest to me. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure I switch screens. No, actually, yeah. Let me first show you which that I saw, and then we're gonna go to the technical chart to illustrate that topic. So I'm going to go to my option chain on here. If you are catching this for the first time, I'm using eTrade. The software is called Power eTrade, but I mean you can see this on your own broker option chain. So let's go to SPY, and I want to bring a point that I mentioned recently in our Discord room. So currently SPY is at what? Up, I mean, between the close at 313.73 or 314.24 right now is nothing, okay? So really, it's the principle, is the concept that I want you to grasp. In everything that I talk about, if you're able to comprehend the concept and take it and apply it to whatever that you are trading, that's really the essence of our content on here. So I want to illustrate the fact that let's say we are Thursday. Yeah, we are Wednesday today. So I'm looking at the July 10 expiration on here. I mean the July 8th today. I will come back to that. So let's use Friday here. We said the other day that option pricing is very interesting. So standing at 314, I'm going to make this analysis here. I'm going to ask and go retrieve the price of the puts and calls 10 points away from the close yesterday. Okay, big, since we know that close was relatively fixed. And SPY has enough liquid options such that we won't have a large spread. So a close of 313.7 yesterday, 10 points in either direction. So if I add 10 points to that, I'm looking at 324 calls. So, okay. So the 324 calls are of interest to me for expiration on July 10. Just please, just hang in there with me and follow along, please. On the other direction, if I look at 10 points away on the put side, that would put it at about 303, 304, right? So let's use maybe 303 puts. Same expiration, July 10. These are two symmetrical positions, right? Meaning that if I want to construct a triangle, for instance, 10 points away, now you can ask me, hey, Telex, why are you looking at 10 points away? It doesn't matter. It's the principle. You can't use 5 points away or whatever. Please. So let's go take a look at those. The 303 puts, again, you see, very few stock will have this type of, first of all, liquidity because of the open interest, but the spread is 1 cent. Okay, that's what makes SPY so attractive to trade. So the July 10 303 puts, they were going for 46 cents yesterday. Okay, let's say 47 cents. Okay, so write down somewhere for you 47 cents. I'm writing on my piece of paper here. I cannot show you my piece of paper and the screen as well. You know the challenges I have here. Now, when we go on the call side, 10 points away from the close yesterday will give us 324. Yeah? The 324 calls were going for 16 cents. For the sake of math, let's go and say that round up that either we round it at 15 cents. Okay, actually, let's go put that at 15 cents, okay? So 15 cents on the call side versus, let's even say 45 cents. 3 times more expensive are the puts. Why? It's the same contract. So meaning the market makers, they are saying that there's a more likelihood that SPY will be going down by Friday than up to 324. I showed this to you guys on to the subscribers on one of our alerts last week. It has not materialized yet. Au contraire, even the cheaper one, I think they are the one that's as of yesterday were winning. But the week is young, folks. Wednesday is when we see Wednesday is like decision day, if you want that. Okay, how about now? I don't have anybody on. Everybody's kicked out. Oh boy. Okay, 2 viewers. Fantastic. So, okay. Well, we can only wait. Three viewers. Seems as if some folks are able to be back in. Okay, thank you, Mr. Sat. Mr. Sat can hear again. So, and we have our 4 viewers in. Congratulations for hanging in, guys. Congratulations. So where were we? So we were talking about that discrepancy or on SPY option chain, right? So we simulated 10 points away expiring on Friday, the 324 calls and the 303 puts, and the 303 puts were going for at about 47 cents or so, while the 324 calls were going for 15 cents. So that's huge. That's huge gap. The 3 times more. So definitely, we are definitely going to be looking on trading SPY on Friday, but not only on Friday, starting today, because I was talking with many of you this past weekend, through the coaching one-on-one. Some of you, you have been seeing what has been happening, right? So SPY typically gives us a direction. So I'm going to switch screen on here briefly, but to show you the chart of SPY and convince ourselves that, hey, if we don't have an alert set up for SPY, set up your alerts on SPY. There are traders who are, based on the feedback that we are getting in the Hangouts, even yesterday on trades that had pretty much, I would call it the perfect setup, right? Because it's very difficult, like our number one alerts for this week, Monday was bullish, yesterday was bearish. For the God of me, if you missed out on the bearish trade, we need to review that. You need to tell yourself, sometimes, I mean, the best time to review is after the session. Review your tradings so far over the last 2 days and ask yourself, how could you have managed the trade in a better manner? Is there room for improvement? Is there something adjustment? Because when that setup comes the next time on that stock or any other different stock, how are you going to handle that? Ask yourself that. That's how you're going to grow. So being late on a trade is not really a killer as long as we know the direction. But while we know the direction, there's one other thing that we talked about, really. We have to make the most out of the opportunity that presents ourselves. So hence that goes less number of trades. Consistency is developed through less number of trades. Size, actually, to my eyes, is not a definition of consistency, because that means we are trading emotionally, meaning what happened is this. Because so much money is on the line, yeah, I'm feeling a certain way. But hence I'm going to tell myself, oh, let me reduce my size. If I reduce my size, I'm going to feel better because not so much is on the line. No. Your consistency going to go through a couple of things or 3 things. Which type of setup are you trading? Yeah. Because at the end of the day, if you are making, I don't know, 100%, 150% on 10 contracts or on 100 contracts, emotionally, you should feel the same. It's easy to say, trust me, I understand, as traders, right? It's easy to say that, but when it comes to actually executing it, that's a total different story. So consistency is about what are you trading, meaning the strategy you are trading, which goes back to the videos we posted the other day. When am I entering that trade consistently? Yeah? I'm not chasing trade, and then how am I managing the trade? Again, really, really, I'm looking forward to the review with some of you or during our one-on-one coaching, how you manage the number one alert out of this week. You know what that trade was, because it gave a scenario where position management, not so much sizing, because sizing is just, the effect sizing will be a function of, hey, how much capital do I have and how much risk do I want to take? But that risk should not make you feel touchy-feely about the position. If we are feeling touchy-feely, if the emotion coming into the trade, which we want to eliminate, right? We have a great article on successfultrading.com blog on about how our emotions and the type of trader that we are really is going to affect our P&L. P&L is profit and loss. So with the time left on here, so I said that I had 3 points to bring, right? So SPY was one of them. We gave you that discrepancy between the two. So before we go and actually jump to the chart, I want to just go ahead and show us the watch list, our complete watch list to see where some of the stock. I mean, sometimes actually this list, because not so much the individual stock, how they are doing, obviously, but if you look at it, it kind of gives you a sense of the market, meaning how many are starting in red versus how many are starting in green. This is something that I actually used to log this in my trading journal. So on several days, I would say, 60% of the stock are green. So for instance, what will be the color? How will this lineup change an hour or 2 hours today within the session? That will be interesting. So that's definitely something to look at. So this gets me into the transition for my second point on here. The techs are always leading. We know that for the most part. But when one of them, we have about 4 or 5 really that you can find in the top 10 holding of SPY, QQQ, and the Dow Jones. Yeah? Yeah, especially 2 of them. There are 2 of them that every morning, if you want to know the temperature of the market, you look at them because they are present in the top 3 of SPY, QQQ, and the Dow Jones. If you don't know them, do yourself some type of homework. most like after the market or whatever, but educate yourself about this thing. You're going to feel so much more confident knowing things about the market. And as a trader, you will go from there. So let's take a look at Facebook here. I noticed this yesterday since the after hours, where uh, briefly everything was okay, but Facebook, for whatever reason, it's a lagger. I don't see any other tech here in this top right. I see another component of the Dow Jones on here. That's the top four on the Dow Jones. That's slightly negative, but I mean that's its trend yesterday. This one, Facebook finished green yesterday, just like many of them, but now it's a lagger on here. We have seen these airlines and these guys we see here negative. We are kind of used to that. I'm sorry to say that, but we're seeing to that. So that's item number 2. Item number 3 that I want to lift off this morning, it's what's happening with the China stock. Yeah. If you watch the market overnight, or because when we close at saying, let's say 5 p.m., 8 Eastern or 5:30, that's when Japan opens, and then later on Hong Kong and Shenzhen, they're open. Very, very early this morning. It's not so much the price that I want to bring to your attention, folks. It's the volume. Baba, 2 days ago, we shared in our Discord room, we told you that there was a print at 238. Rarely have I seen print on Baba. Okay, that's the other thing we talked about, right? How do you use flow algo? That specific thing that you look inside of flow algo. Rare print, meaning a stock like Baba, they don't print it that much. But I showcase with you, and I'm going to show you again how Baba trade pretty much. This is the style of Baba trading. Gaps up. You are not going to make that much money trading during the session. Sometimes you do, but I'm going to show you that chart is just monstrous chart for day traders, because all of the gains are being taken away from the traders because they just go through. This is 8 points, folks. This is 8 points. So people who had the calls this morning, they're going to wake up just feeling like, but you could have had that. You could have had that. Ask yourself, what have I done yesterday in the last 60 minutes of the session? To find myself dancing this morning in this Wild Wednesday. That's part of it. It's 1 million share that got me, because early this pre-market, yes, I'm awake in early pre-market, believe it or not. I picked up on this volume. So now we are just 15 minutes, 1 million shares of Baba. This is not a stock that's, hey, if it was the time of AMD, where AMD was trading at $7, yeah, I'm used to seeing 1 million. My friend, this volume is twice the volume of QQQ. Yeah. Let me actually, is that true? Telex, you are making a statement. Let's look at the volume. QQQ volume this morning, it's 521,000. Okay, so Baba has more volume than SPY this morning. Hello? Hello? All right, so while I jump through, I'm going to switch screens on here because I promised myself not to make a fool of myself talking on a different screen. So while I do that, please think if you have a stock that you want to offlate. I'm going to pick one because most likely we're going to be running out of time here, because I need to show the chart of SPY and Baba. So I switch my screen. Is that true? And let's wait for it. We should be able to see SPY. While we do that, I ask for a separate screen, duplicate screen. And on that other screen, I'm going to put Baba. So I'm going to first talk about SPY and then just highlight what I said about Baba with the jumps. Okay, so I'm looking at SPY. You guys should be seeing SPY. And on the 15-minute chart, I'm on the 15-minute chart because I want to show you the overall curve. I mean, whatever curve or pattern, okay? So the first 2 days of the week, we have gone sideways galore. This is classic, guys. This is classic pattern on here. By now, you should be used to today. So I think it was Mr. Thomas, a.k.a. Juice, who asked yesterday that, was it yesterday or Monday, that is it weird that the Bollinger Band were like horizontal or anything? Well, no, we stayed like that for full 2 days of trading. So yesterday, toward the close, actually, you could have made money here. I hope people were making money here. So now we're starting pretty much flat, okay? So please put an alert on SPY. At some point today, SPY is going to give us a direction to trade. If not today, tomorrow. If not tomorrow, Friday. So you know, do not miss on that one. Do not miss on that one. And you don't have to rush anything because Telex is saying that no, saying putting an alert on there, meaning where you shouldn't know if you are not comfortable setting up alerts as of now, because alerts are based on price. At what price that you are going to be looking at this thing, that's okay. Wait for it to open, and then you watch that chart within the first 5 minutes and set up your alerts, because it's going to be giving us information. And we're going to be patient, super patient. Yeah, we can be patient even on Wednesday. Yeah, that stock who are going to start this Wednesday today, maybe by the end of the day, they're going to be 10 baggers. We know that. So that's that on SPY. BABA, very quickly here. So for BABA, I'm going to switch to the daily because these gaps, they are just killers. Okay, folks. So this is a stock that, as of July 1st, it was trading at $216. Since then, the last day of before the U.S. holidays, it jumped big time. Well, big time. I mean, for you, may not mean. This is on the expiration day, folks. Okay, imagine last Thursday, on expiration day, it traded at 216, or almost 215.95, and you woke up the next day, 221, and it went as high as 225. So even if you had this week call options, you were already dancing. But that was not all. The following Monday, this is what Baba is doing. I mean, seriously, the gaps are bigger than the size of the candle that are being traded daily. And you can see that all over. Look at this is another gap here. This wasn't earning. The earnings were here, folks. And the earning actually the gap down. This is another gap. This is another gap. So by studying Baba chart, it gives you strategy how to trade Baba. These are the type of value that I'm hoping that successful trading can bring you to position yourself in order to take your trading to the next level. Okay, folks. It is 9:20 Pacific. No, it's 9:20 Eastern Time. It's 9:20 in New York and in Toronto, while it is 6:20 in Vancouver and in San Francisco. Final minutes. Any questions? We can only take one. If none, we will freely give you 10 minutes and get ready for a wild Wednesday on here. Put Scalping Tuesday did not disappoint. There is no reason why Wild Wednesday will not disappoint. So hopefully no sideways and just wild action for either direction. We know how to trade both directions. We have no bias here, successful trading, and we feel confident trading whatever the market throws at us. Well, thank you, everybody. Thanks to the person who provided the like. We appreciate it. Sorry for the technical difficulty, but that's not something that I control as of now. I will definitely research if there is a better software, because this one has been just playing with our emotions which we do not need in our option trading. Thank you, everybody. Have a great trading session. We will catch you later. Bye-bye. 2 likes. 2 likes. 3 likes. Can we have a 4th? Can we have a 4 like? Are there some live people? We have 9 people viewing this, and we have 18 playback. I'm not sure the people in the playback are the one giving the likes. Okay, get out of here, Telex. 4 likes. 4 likes. Can we do? So we're gonna stick around here for likes. How pathetic is this? 5 likes. 6 likes. Can we do 7 likes? Can we do 7? I think we cannot have, because a person cannot like the video more than twice. So we cannot have more likes than the number of people viewing this. Thank you, guys. That was fun. Bye-bye. Oh, my goodness. Oh.